Hey y'all, glory be to God. Welcome to the Kingdom Woman channel where living for God is made practical. I'm Mariah. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. So today I want to come touch bases with y'all real fast before I head into the gym. So I'm gonna just go ahead and dive right in. And this is what I wanted to talk about. Y'all, some of y'all be giving the devil way too much credit, knowing that he a liar. Knowing that he a liar. Y'all watch too much TV. Y'all watch way too much TV. Cause look, even if there was a scary movie that portrayed the devil in any form or fashion, he's a liar. So he can't possibly be whoever he is pretending to be on that TV. He is an illusionist. He is a master of making things seem as a way that they are not. So, you know what I'm saying? So, let me tell you. Satan, y'all give Satan too much credit. He ain't all powerful. He ain't got the power to do everything. And he answers to the Lord. He answers to God. The Bible talks about how there was one instance where God called all the sons of God, all the angels, to heaven, and Lucifer came too. And he asked them where he had been, and he gave an answer because he answers to God. If God asks him a question, he gonna give an answer. Period. He ain't all powerful. God is all powerful. And then in the book of Job, y'all, come on now, y'all. Then in the book of Job, Satan knows that Job has protection. He's under God's protection. It's a hedge of protection around Job. And Satan is in God's ear, talk about God. Job only respects you and reverences you because you gave him all this stuff and you protecting and this and that. And if you let me take it from him, then he'll stop respecting you. And so God says, all right, well, go ahead and do what you gotta do. So, you know what I'm saying? With that exchange, I'll let you know, if you are under God's protection, Satan has to get permission to even come in your midst. Satan got to get permission from God to even touch you. He can't even trespass on your land. He ain't got the authority. Y'all think he ain't got the power y'all think he got, and he can't do nothing that God don't let him do. And that's why I tell you not to introduce sin into your life. Because when you introduce sin into your life, you introduce Satan into your life. Like I said, you have decision-making power. And outside of that conversation that Satan has to have with God to impact your life, you can voluntarily, just like Adam and Eve, you can voluntarily introduce sin into your life. And then Satan don't have to have that conversation with God, because you opened the door and let Satan in. And that is when you see the enemy attack. Now, if all you gotta do is resist. The devil is going to show up at every opportunity that he can to try to infiltrate your life. And all you have to do is resist. You don't have to fight. You don't have to holler. You don't have to scream. All you have to do is resist. Just like Jesus did when Jesus was in the wilderness being tempted. That's it. Speak the word, but resist. You know what I'm saying? Resist. Resist. And he will flee. Satan is a defeated foe. He's already defeated. He just wants you to think he ain't. He just wants you to think that that person that he is in them scary movies and all that stuff you ain't got no business watching, that's who he is. That ain't who he is. That's a facade. If Satan is the father of lies, then baby, that's a lie. That's a lie. All you gotta do is resist. You don't have to fight because he already beat. And that's what he don't want you to know. Keep that door closed to sin. Resist the devil and he will flee. Because if you don't, then you're dealing with certain circumstances and spiritual warfare that you didn't have to deal with in the first place. You invited that in your life. You opened the door and let that into your life. Now you all crying out to the Lord so he can fix it. But you ain't even have to be in that situation. All you had to do was resist, and Satan would have skedoodled. Until next time, and you tell him no every time he show up. You tell him no just like Jesus did. You tell him, Satan, get behind me. Those tricks don't work. All he do is come and make suggestions. Oh, you know, it'd be a good idea for you to cheat on your girlfriend. Oh, it'd be a good idea for you to cheat on your taxes. Oh, it'd be a good idea for you to not swipe some of these groceries in the self-checkout. Oh, it'd be a good idea to be nasty to your coworkers. Like, that's all he can do is make suggestions. Just like he suggested in the Garden of Eden that Eve should partake in the fruit from the tree that she was commanded not to. That was a suggestion. Eve followed through. But if she would have resisted, he would have had to leave. You know what I'm saying? But she didn't know that at the time because she didn't have knowledge of good and evil. She didn't know nothing about that. So, you know what I'm saying? That's, you know, she didn't have the tools. Well, I can't say she didn't have the tools because God told her not to do it, and that's really all she had to go on. Excuse me, I was looking for my nasal spray. Oh god, I might have some in my other purse. So yeah, y'all give the devil too much credit. The devil gonna get you, and that stuff y'all watching, that is a gateway that allows Satan to have access to your life. Turn that mess off and Satan won't be in your dreams and in your closet and wherever else you think, under your bed or wherever you think he is. Or wherever you think he is. He ain't got it like that. All that stuff y'all watch, child, please. Every plot and plan and trick and trap that he is gonna ever try to set up for you is fooled by the name of Jesus. It's power in the name of Jesus. He can't even stand up against the name of Jesus. And if God tells him to show up and show his face and give an account of what he been doing, he gonna do it. He can't attack you. You know what I'm saying? He can't. That's a lie. The devil is a lie. He can't have access to you if you don't give him access to you. He can't come run rapping in your life if you done sealed off every entrance that he could have to your life. You should get to the point where if something go bad in your life, if he start to show up, somebody else let him in. He gonna have to use somebody else to get to you. He gonna have to use somebody else to get to you. He gonna have to, or something. Or you know that whatever you about to go through, God allowed it. Just like God allowed Job to go what he went through. Because it's gonna turn for your good somehow. All things work together for your good. But this idea that Satan is just on the loose and he can do whatever he can't. He can't do whatever. That's a lie. He can't do whatever. You have authority over him. And that's what he don't want you to know. God gave man authority over this realm. God gave man authority over this earth. He ain't got the power and the authority. Like I said, people give him access to their lives by sinning. And that's what he don't want. That's why there's such a push for young kids to just do whatever. That's why the music is so bad. Turn that mess off. And you won't see Satan as much. And like I said, the times where you do see him at that point, you'll know why. You can pinpoint the reasons why. You ain't gotta be out here, oh God, save me. Save me, Lord. Oh God, I'm messed up. How long you gonna do that? How long you gonna live that life when all you gotta do is resist the devil and he won't have no access to your life? You ain't even gotta live like that. He goes around like a roaring lion, pretending. He go around pretending he a lion and ain't. Seeking who he can devour. And he can only devour people that give him access to their lives. Don't give him no access, you won't see devastation. You open up the door and let him in and try to play with him, he gonna rob, steal, and kill. But you don't have to allow that. That's why the world is in the shape it's in. Cut the devil off. Cut him off. Cold turkey. Don't give him no access to your life. Why? Why? Seek ye first his kingdom and his righteousness, and your abundant life is through that. Why? Why would you want to? Why would you want to play with somebody that's defeated? Why? The temporary gratification that you get through sin is temporary. Temporary. Minutes. The stuff the devil wants you to participate in, it's only gonna last for a matter of minutes. It don't matter what it is. It's not gonna last. It's not gonna last. So why? It's a lie that those things make your life better. That ain't making your life better. It ain't. That's a lie. That's an illusion that he made to convince you. Just like he tried to convince Eve, saying that, oh, you'll be like God and you'll be wiser. She was already like God. And she might have got some extra wisdom about evil. She did. She got some wisdom about evil, and it cost her her whole entire life. And it put a curse on the whole human race. Now, was that worth it? Was tasting that fruit worth cursing everybody that will ever live after her? It's not worth it. That temporary, it only lasts for a swallow. That's how the devil works. That was an illusion. That was a suggestion, and that was an illusion that he painted in her mind to get her to participate in some sin. And it didn't pay off. Because sin never pays off. The wages of sin is death, baby. You're not going to get nothing good out of sin. Them couple bites, that's it. Them few minutes, that's it. That rush, that's it. That's it. That's it. But that's all he got. That's all he got to try to enter into your life. That's it. He, just like Job had that hedge of protection, he can't just come. If you kingdom, and if you in the Lord, and if you living right, he can't just come walk all over your life. Now, if you are not under the Lord's protection, Satan can devour you and do whatever he want to do with you. If you deny God and you don't want to kick it with the Lord, that's your choice to make, baby. But ain't no protection in that life. Ain't no protection into that life. That's your decision to make, though, baby. That's your decision to make. But the devil is a lie, baby. Don't give him the credit that he trying to give you to give him. It don't work like that. Of course, he wants you to think this and think that. That's what a liar does. They make lies and produce illusions. They live in a fantasy. He living in a fantasy where he gonna try to make war against the creator of heaven and earth and somehow win. How you gonna go to war against somebody that made you and made everything else? And you gonna win that? You're not gonna win that. When does Satan tell anybody to show up? And God show up. And God tell him what he been doing. Child, please. It's not even close. It's not even close. Satan ain't about to tell God nothing. Where do you see God telling? No. Commanding anything of God. No. It don't work like that. That's an illusion. He ain't got it going on. Like y'all think he got it going on. He can't do the things that stuff in the movies. If you give him access to your life, maybe, but you shut the door, child, he can't do nothing. But what God let him do. And all things work together for your good, so you ain't got to worry about it. At the end, Job got double for his trouble. Okay? Alright, y'all. Stop giving Satan his credit and stop giving him access to your life, and your life will be better, baby. Alright. Bye.